Halo guys, kita coba eFootball konsol ya guys ya.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn.
Can he finish? It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up.
Camavinga! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Got tall. Oh, the ball's come loose here. There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Goulet. Goulet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's forced to go back. Eder Militao. Madrid are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good read. Rudiger gets it away. Rudiger.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a good ball out wide. Flashes it across. Busquets is always looking to break lines.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Rudiger tries to clear. Looking for the run. Looking to play him in. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he shoots! We've got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Goulart is herring after that one. Goulart. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his...
Shot a goal! And that was very necessary. Oh, easy pickings there. Azar. Vinicius Junior. Raul. Raul. Oh, this is a terrific run. Now it's Maradona. And he's in on goal. It's Raul! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Vinicius Junior. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position. Howson getting this one clear. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goulart. Now it's Mbappe. Foot in. Played towards the other side. Vinicius Junior. Good play on the left-hand side here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Edmilson. Raul. And that has left him in a heap. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a brilliant interception. Busquets. There's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He's there and gets it away. And he was alert to it. Belletti.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Bellingham, looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Ah, that's a fine interception. Belletti. And it's Ed Nielsen. That's Busquets. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Madrid really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bellingham looking to add to his goal. Can he get it through? Camavinga.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Back to the keeper it goes. Koundé. Busquets. And it's Maradona. Now it's Forlan. Eder Militao makes the interception. Goulet. Well-timed, excellent interception. Probing pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And they've got a throw.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Great defending, strong and determined. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. There's the crossfield ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. Delivery from Mbappe.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Alexander-Arnold. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Now it's Maradona. And this is Forlan. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Mbappe.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Edmilson. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. You have to say that was... And the referee brings it to a close. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Good game, guys.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like
Belum
this.
beruntung,
and
guys ya. Coba lagi.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up.
Alvarez! Goal! I doubt very much that this was in the script. That pass isn't the best. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Mbappe. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Chouameni. And he's in on goal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Played towards the other side. Vinicius Junior. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Camavinga. Now Eder Militao. Now it's Mbappe. Has a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Carvajal. Chouameni. And it's De Jong. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Bebeto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Goulet. Cross flung in towards the middle. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Oh, such a clever touch. And this is Bebeto. And he's straight offside. Howson. And Azar. Camavinga. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. De Jong. Can he get it through? Howson cuts it out. Chouameni. Goulet. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Bellingham. Eder Militao. Carvajal. And it's Chouameni. This looks promising.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Chouameni with a definite foul there. Chouameni. Eder Militao. This is De Jong. And it's Neymar.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Some good work on the right flank here. He's onside. That's really good defending. Rudiger defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's been cut out, well played. Carvajal. Here's Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Played out wide. And that's aimed into the middle. He's there and gets it away. Throw it. Carvajal has it out wide and in space. The pass has gone astray. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Arda Güler. No, he refuses to take the bait. Eder Militao.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Carvajal. Here's Chouameni. De Jong. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponent...
Big header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Azar with the delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Alvarez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has ended up in no man's land. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. In with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. It's a sharp pass. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. That should get the job done. Vinicius Junior. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Bebeto. Can he finish? It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Eder Militao. Neymar chasing after it. Well read, nice interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Mbappe. He's tried one! And somehow it stayed out.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Mbappe. De Jong. He's on it. Can he get away? Lovely bit of skill. Played into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. Played into space out wide. Rudiger tries to clear. And that's another good win of the ball. Chouameni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Carvajal. There will be a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6, Hazard. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 11.
And it's De Jong.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19.
Danger averted for
El
now.
dorsal 21. El dorsal 4.
Neymar. Keeper's dealt with that. Chouameni. Great vision. Shot, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's going to be another corner. Madrid have their second corner now. He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Ceballos clears it away. De Jong.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Mbappe. Neymar. Applies the finish! A real chance and a real let-off. 4 extra minutes added on. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. That's that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were
Good game, guys.
at times cohesive,
Perlu
very
ganti
capable,
formasi nih,
but
guys, ya.
undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Coba kita gacha dulu guys ya. Oke, bismillah.
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Can he get on the end of this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Van der Ven. And here's Kane. Now it's Ribéry. Nicely weighted ball. Ribéry gets flagged offside. Scholes. Now it's Kane. And it's Serginho. Indonesia controlling the possession in this. Scholes! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending of the desperate variety. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? There's the header! And now they can spring out of defence. Still goalless. Great vision. Malinovsky. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Van de Ven. Now Foden. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's away! Tries a shot! Oh, crossbar! Ribery. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Malinovsky. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's good play. That's a good ball out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Van de Ven. Foden. Now it's Messi. Looking for the run. And this is Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Malinovsky. Ekuban. 30 minutes gone. Climbs up big! And he's quick to get it clear again. Not the most accurate pass. Good pressure, determined, intense. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Ekuban. Strong running down that left flank. There's the delivery. Stood up well to him there. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. And he's got his range wrong there. Serginho. And it's Ribery. Looking for options for movement. And he's certainly onside here. Goes for a shot! Marvellous goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
After 41 minutes, there's
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Courtois claims comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. We are into overtime. Ekuban. Malinovsky. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Everyone, please welcome.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Indonesia have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And the shot! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
After 47 minutes is...
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's a genuine sense of tit for tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific...
And Messi! Superb goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
After 49 minutes is...
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Lionel Messi!
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ekuban. Malinovsky. Malinovsky! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Ribery. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Malinovsky. It's a really well-measured ball. Driving on and making good progress. That'll be a throw-in. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Kane. Ribery. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Foden. And it's Scholes. And it's Ribery. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Ekuban. Malinovsky, who's set up one goal so far. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Fired deep towards the back post.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ribéry. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes.
Mantap guys, 2-1.
And here's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Spread out to the left. Throw in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move.
Terrific header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And the finish! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though. Not
Shapes to shoot! And would have been quick to recover this. Now that is commitment to the cause. Keeper has taken decisive action. Big chance! He has done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Tunisia go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Malinovsky. Now it's Grunberg. Tries to dink. Takes a shot! Magnificent from Malinovsky! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Malinovsky simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Malinovsky. The final 5 minutes. Out towards the flank. Shoots! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 10.
Indonesia making consecutive changes here.
Substitution
I think
for
you have to
Indonesia.
admire his willingness to keep
Number
plugging
22.
away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 19.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kane finds himself offside. Grönbank. Junior Messias. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is good alertness.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is as far as it goes. Indonesia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are...
Coba lagi guys ya.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent
Valverde! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that was very necessary. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham running with the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Howson deals with that comfortably. Azar lays it forward. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Mbappe, and he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Valverde. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Valverde. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's lofted through here. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Over to the left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Eder Militao does well to get it back. And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Deep cross. Defending of the desperate variety. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Now, can they get him away? Shot could be on. Bellingham. There's the shot! And he's found the net!
Waalaikumsalam Wak
That was a
Haji.
given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen.
He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Valverde is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That's a nicely shaped ball. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed. Looking to play him in. Valverde. He's through here. And he welcomes it in. Takes a shot! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Hazard, lofted in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And the shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Valverde brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Vinicius Junior. He won't be happy with that one. Played towards the other side. Alexander-Arnold. It's Bellingham.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Vinicius Junior.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Foot in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential.
And he's had a hit! Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. And he can clear it away. Rodrigo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Camavinga. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Camavinga. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That'll be a throw.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold goes direct. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Madrid really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Tries to play it through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now the ball. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has another go! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? And again! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe! And here's Mbappe. Rodrigo goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Has a look and plays it forward.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nice looking ball. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's really well cleared. And they've got a throw.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4, Hazard. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 15. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 14.